Well, hello. I'm Moist Toast. Today we'll be trying out It's Only Money. This indie game was just released from early access and is an open-world RPG action crime game. It's set in the city named Rockhaven, where some mayor takes complete authoritative control and essentially kicks people out who don't have jobs. It's honestly going to be a very wacky game, so let's just jump straight into it. Alright, so this is our character. I mean, not bad for a first choice, but we could probably do better than this. Ah, there we go. I know he's not picture perfect, but unfortunately we can't make this character hideous. For now. So I'll just go with this. So to cut this intro sequence short, we wake up in our apartment late for work. We crash our car leaving our own apartment. Somehow almost get arrested by the most inept cop ever. Steal a lawnmower and run over a person in a wheelchair. As well as this one guy who couldn't figure out how to move. Steal a company ID badge because I somehow forgot mine. Find out that I'm getting laid off and I need to fight movers who are basically the mayor's henchmen and eventually get beaten down and end up being thrown into a hole. Oh, and while I was recording the sequence, I also somehow got myself punched so hard that I glitched out into a different room where the movers couldn't fight me at all. I mean, seriously, look at them. They're all dumbfounded. So after getting deleted, we meet with the Beggar King who basically runs this resistance thing or whatever. They hide out in the sewers and do planned attacks on the mayor's goons or something like that. He then graciously gives us a tour of the Undercity, and from here, we are finally able to roam. We should first check out our Manage Me. Here we can see where all of our stolen goodies will be. It's obviously empty for now, but moving on, we can also check out our stat upgrades like carrying capacity for all the stolen goodies we haven't stolen yet, hunger rate for whenever I'm hungry, pickpocket speed. Oh, and look! Wallet capacity. That will probably have to be upgraded first before anything else. And last but not least, here's our DNA upgrades. We have stuff like allergy impact that makes NPCs' heads grow, scary sprites that can turn us 2D, stop motion that makes our character move at 12 FPS, and triple jump that can triple jump us, I guess. But honestly, I kinda wanna see what scary sprites look like. Oh my god. It's so hideous that I actually love it. Well, I guess this is how I'm gonna look like for the rest of the game. Let's see what's outside. Oh, finally up top. Oh look, it's like the game already knows what I'm planning on doing. And I do plan on taking everything. However, there are many different ways on making money in Rockhaven. Most of the time it's just pickpocketing or looting our victims. Then after we get all this sweet, sweet loot, we just go to our nearest pawn shop like this and fence everything off we've stolen. But honestly, pickpocketing takes way too long. I wonder if there's any other way we can find junk to fence off. What in the world? What's going on here? People just keep getting run over by cars in this city. But hey, I'm not complaining. Apparently looting their bodies technically isn't a crime. We can watch people get run over, and over again, and over again, until we have our pockets brimming with junk to fence off at the pawn shop. Look at all this money I made. I didn't even do a single thing! It's sure great to know that I could supplement my income this way. Oh yeah, and I just want to point out that the police in the city beat up pedestrians for absolutely no reason. I don't know why this is, but this won't be the last time we ever see this. But there is one other problem. We can make all the money in the world, but the only thing stopping us is the fact that we are limited to only what we can deposit in our bank and the amount that we can carry on our person. Okay, fine, I guess we'll do these missions. Stupid missions making me do stupid things. So right now, the Big D wants us to solve problems with violence. Hey BK, I'm your man for that. Don't even sweat it. How hard could it be? Oh! What? How? Oh my god! Yeah, this is for stretching me out for whatever reason. Whoa! Okay, so this last guy is underneath the ground, and there's nothing I could really do. So, I'm gonna have to restart the mission. Well, I guess here we go again. Jeez, game, thanks for letting me know I failed. Great, now we gotta talk to Gigantic D again. Look at him with the absolute stinkiest of eyes while I'm leaving. Reach the targeted location. Get spaghettified by this guy. Knock out guy number 2. Narrowly missed this guy's hit, while also shining bright like a diamond, knocking out guy number 4, and getting a barrage of texts from my phone telling me I'm losing stuff. Oh, and what's this? Mr. Big D.MPEG is letting me know that I can learn new moves? That literally could have been useful like 2 minutes ago. Well, I guess there's no better time than the present. And here we are. Ugh, stupid car. Ugh, I gotta remind myself to look both ways before crossing the street in this stupid city. Jeez. Well, anyways, we have to talk to Craig. He's actually the guy that teaches us new abilities. But honestly, I don't think I'm going to be using any of these abilities. Reason being that I love doing raw damage with my guns. But to progress the mission, we're just going to learn Flash Uppercut. Although, there are other abilities like Deployable Healing Field, Magna Thief, Snail Buddy 4000, and Wee Wee Scream. I mean, they all seem useful, but did you see how much they're going for? I'm not made of money. I literally live with sewer people. So I'm sure there's a way we can make lots of money, but for now, we should just progress the storyline. So after that, we meet up with some hot dog that beats up movers in the most cinematic way possible. And I somehow need to prove my worth to this wiener by fighting another group of movers, to which I cheese the fight by watching one of them get sideswiped by a moving vehicle with zero remorse. After completing that mission, I moved on to purchasing the Slime Way, where you just bet on snails racing. After that, I had to free someone from captivity. As much as I hate to say this, but yes, he is important for the mission. Not my mission, mind you, just to progress the story. Afterwards, Ultra Big DK wants us to house the guy we freed so that there's a safe house up above. We then meet up with the sketchiest real estate agent to purchase our first property. Furnish it with all the finest amenities such as a toilet, a tub, a microwave, a used mattress, and entertainment. After completing all the basic requirements, we call in the guy we freed to move in. I mean, it's all the things a bachelor would ever need. Not soon after, Burger King calls us in to have a chat when we were interrupted by a recently deleted scientist. He then proceeds to make himself at home by building his lab, after which I am sent off to meet up with the Dodger Dog to discuss plans on a heist. In short, this is one of the mayor's closest compatriots. It serves a significant strategic value for the mayor, which is why it's important to the plot. And it's why Coney Island Hotdog wants me to bring it down. After Oscar Mayer's done explaining the heist, I'm sent off to steal a van so that we could pose as cleaners. I slowly made my way to the warehouse in a stolen vehicle, lockpicked a door to get in, beat up a worker, and drove the van all the way back to the drop-off location. So I do in fact get sidetracked from this point, and I complete another mission from DK where I get a new set of wheels for myself. But trust me, this is totally worth it since it's in the area I need to be in anyway. So after completing a short race with Mud Baby, I finally have my first car. I know it's laughable, but I have a feeling this beauty will serve a much more useful purpose later on. And because I don't own a garage, I wasn't able to drive it, so I did the next best thing. I stole a car. And hey, look! Hydraulics! I'm burning to know what this does. Huh? You know, I don't think I'll fully understand this game. Oh, and great. That somehow counted as assault. You know what? I don't even want to know. Okay, I mean, how much worse can this even get? Why am I playing this game? I just want to point out this is how much damage they actually did to my car. After which I slowly bounced my way to the objective, and I somehow managed to get the car stuck again. I won't lie, I had like the craziest luck during this run. Watched the car blow up, called an Uber to drop me off around the corner, spoke to Dr. Phil and purchased my first garage property, proceeded with my way using Mud Baby to meet up with Agent Tubesteak, grab some bombs underneath a bridge, blow up the geriatrics communications satellite, and this is where I can finally say how I managed to take everything. You see, while grabbing bombs, I realized that they were unable to stack after getting the first set. However, storing it in a container allows me to stack them. But I hear you asking me, how could I possibly make it rich if the bombs aren't worth anything? Well, you see, my dear viewer, in the next phase of this mission, there are these things called super glue guns. Every one item is worth $200. So multiply that by 5,000 and you get yourself $1 million. So I went ahead and did this over and over and over again for 6 hours. And I finally got myself 6,000 of these items, putting me at $1,200,000. So of course at some point I did complete a short mission that allowed me to upgrade my bank capacity, which I deposited as much cash as possible. And unfortunately there are only 11 tiers available, so I wasn't able to deposit all the money. And even more unfortunate news, The game does have hard limits on how much anyone in any given setting is allowed to carry, so was all this even worth it? 6,000 times no. Did I waste your time and mine? Absolutely. However, I did find out during these missions that these items are actually infinitely usable. So I'm not gonna lie, showing that feels very wrong, so I think I'm just gonna censor it. And because they're infinitely usable, you can use it as many times as you want. Meaning you could stick as many people with it as you like. And after I found out I'm only a millionaire via assets, I took this time to roam around the map aimlessly when I found a spot where citizens actually spawned in the middle of nowhere. And while I think you can already guess where this was going, I did in fact goop everyone. And this concludes my success story in Rockhaven. Hey, so I'd like to thank you, the viewer, for sticking around and watching this long. I actually haven't done this in a very long time, so my video editing skills are painfully dull. But I actually played this game on my Twitch channel, and I decided to do a longer standard video for YouTube, so hopefully it turned out alright. And hey, if you do have the time to come visit my Twitch channel, I'll leave a link down below. And if you did find this video interesting, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.